Hi, everyone. Today we're talking about a difficult topic, but it is important. What should you do after having been sexually assaulted? I'm Natalie Gary, the principal lawyer and founder of Gary Law. I help injured people, and particularly people who have experienced sexual assault, get the compensation that they deserve for their injury. If you've been sexually assaulted, there are important steps that you can take to ensure your safety and well being. Here's what you should know and consider. In terms of immediate steps, think safety first. If you're in immediate danger, call 911 or another emergency number to ensure your safety. So, this is if the sexual assault had just happened, then you want to make sure that you are safe. Also, you want to seek medical attention as soon as possible after the incident happens. Seek medical help even if you don't have visible injuries. Medical professionals can check for injuries that aren't necessarily visible, and they can provide care and provide you with support resources. Even if the assault didn't just happen, you should seek medical attention in terms of psychological assistance and therapy. That is a very important piece here, is taking care of your mental health and well-being. The next factor is deciding whether to contact the police. So obviously not everyone chooses to report a sexual assault to the police, and there are many reasons and considerations for why that would be. I have a whole other video talking about these considerations, and that one will be linked below. In deciding whether to contact the police, there are some reasons why people decide not to. Firstly, the emotional impact. You might feel ashamed or embarrassed about what happened, which is a natural reaction, but you should never have to feel that way. This is never your fault. What happened to you was not your fault. The next reason why you might be reluctant to go to the police is because of privacy concerns. You might not want your family or friends to know, especially if the assailant is someone you know. The next consideration is barriers to support. You might face discrimination based on race, religion, gender, or language barriers. Also, you might have a fear of stereotyping. There are concerns about being judged or having to reveal personal details about your life. You may also want to avoid re-traumatization. The process of telling your story multiple times can really be re-traumatizing, and especially if you don't have the type of support that you might have been hoping for in the listener. Other ways to seek justice and support are available. Even if you don't report to the police, you have other options. First of all, consider recording the evidence. If the assault just happened, try to document any evidence. Take photos of injuries or the scene if you can. Preserve any physical evidence left by the perpetrator. Write down or record a video of what you remember about the incident. Keep in mind that there is no time limit for reporting to the police. In Ontario, there's no time limit to report a sexual assault, and this also applies with reporting sexual misconduct involving minors or those independent relationships. Similarly, with a civil claim, there is no time limit on bringing that civil claim in Ontario. The next consideration is talking to a counselor. After a sexual assault happens, you want to try to seek help and speak with a professional who knows about dealing with this type of trauma. Even if the assault happened a long time ago or you're dealing with repressed memories, consider speaking with a counselor who has experience in that area. And you can find a lot online. There are lots of professionals who are there to help. In choosing how to proceed, there are various ways that you might decide to go. Beyond filing a police report, there are other ways to seek justice and support. First of all, you might consider filing a human rights complaint. Sexual assault is considered sexual harassment under Ontario's Human Rights Code. You can file a complaint if the assault happened in contexts like work, housing, or accessing services. So, with the Human Rights Tribunal, the assault has to have happened in one of those contexts in order for the Human Rights Tribunal to have jurisdiction. You might also consider, if this applies to the situation, launching a complaint to a professional or governing body or a professional governing body. So if the assault happened in an institution like at school or in the medical setting, then you can file a complaint with the relevant professional board. So this could lead to disciplinary action against the perpetrator. If it was a teacher, you can complain to the teacher, the board that oversees the teachers. So this is a way to have a complaint heard through their governing body's process. You can also report to the Victim Quick Response Program, and this is a program in Ontario that provides immediate support to victims of violent crimes, and it covers things like safety expenses, travel and accommodation expenses, and counseling services. The other way, and this is a way that I could assist with, is in filing a civil lawsuit. You can make a civil claim against the perpetrator and any other enablers who might be vicariously liable. You can make that claim for compensation for the pain and suffering and loss of income and various other losses. I do have many other videos about the types of losses you can claim for, and those are linked below, or subscribe to my channel for more information about those. Overall, the key takeaways are your safety is always paramount. If you are in a dangerous situation, prioritize your safety and health first and make sure you seek help right away for that. Remember, it is your choice. Reporting to the police is just one option. There are other ways that you can seek justice and support. Remember that there are no time limits. You can report an assault at any time, even if it's years later. The other important factor here is support systems. You want to reach out and use resources that are available, like counseling and victim support programs, to help you through the process. I will link to some of those resources below. And remember, whatever steps you decide to take, it's important to prioritize your well-being and seek support from trusted individuals or professionals. If you're interested in discussing a civil lawsuit in relation to the assault, I can be contacted at the information found below.